Alright guys, we are in for quite a video, okay? First of all, let me start off with this, and I have to start off with this, is you need to take this video with a grain of salt. I typically do not do these kind of videos too often. Anything more, this is more, I've been testing these out behind the scenes almost every day for quite some time, the EXO1 and this sucker. For those who know, I've been gone for 5 years, okay? I came back, and I think I did like an online video, and I'm like, hey, who makes the best inner belt buck? You know, and I'm looking, and all you guys are throwing suggestions at me. A lot of you say Lambda, okay, and that's who I was going to look at eventually. So let me before I get into that, take this video with a grain of salt. Okay, I can't do any scientific testing. I don't have a warehouse. I can't eliminate variables. I can't have control. Okay, it's just a dude in his garage. You know what I mean? If I had all those things, oh my God, guys, I would probably knock it out of the park. I'm confident that I have enough understanding of airsoft and airsoft pistols to set up everything, fixed positions, HPA line for each one, same exact builds. All we do is change inner bills. We don't change the buckings. We see the difference in FPS, get live. I would build the perfect place ever, but we need $1 million, okay? So if anyone's filthy rich, go ahead and fund me. Anyways, so take this video with a grain of salt. Okay, we're gonna push that aside. The next thing, the only thing I can offer you guys is I have a lot of experience. I've been doing this for an insane amount of time. I'm not even in the store, and I've probably bought more inner barrels, different companies, than most stores, okay? And I've tested a lot, I've gone through a lot of stuff, and now my testing methods are probably that's what's questionable, and that's why I tell you guys take it with a grain of salt, okay? So at the end of the day, do your research. I think inner barrels bucking, it really comes down to preference, okay? And there's probably a very, like, less than 1% of people who actually do any good scientific stuff, but it's, you know, this is whatever, okay? So, pushing that aside, welcome. This is the Vinci Custom, okay? And I want to talk about these guys. I've been testing them out, and when you guys told me to check out Lambda, one of my friends was talking to me, and he's like, hey, you should check out Vinci Custom on Facebook. Shout out to him, okay? He's the one that put me onto them. And when he told me a rumor that, oh, it's Tomo. Anyone that's been buying PDI inner barrels for a long time, you're gonna know Tomo. Okay, let me show you a picture. Okay, you're gonna know who he is. Let me see if we can pull it up, because we have a lot to talk about. Okay. Alright, if you know who he is, then you know exactly what we're into, okay? And I love PDI, guys. I grew up with PDI. Okay, you can tell this is an old box. The Palestine series was my favorite series. Anytime I told people, hey, you want something expensive, you want something good quality, and I would always say Palestine or the steel barrel. Alright, the steel floor one, okay? And for those also want to know who PDI is, if you don't, if you're brand new, this is PDI. Old school company. This is where I used to buy inner barrels. Okay, this is like early 2000s, I think, where I'd come and I would buy them, and I'd go right here. Okay, and you can see I have that hammer. So they would make some other stuff back in the day, and the trigger this one was awesome. That was a really cool trigger. But they make inner barrels, okay? The inner barrels are right here, and I stopped buying their stuff when they started introducing the Raven inner barrel. I didn't like it. I know why they did it at the time, because, you know, they were competing with Maple Leaf, the Crazy Jet. All these companies started making budget barrels. 9-Ball came out with the power barrel, and that really disrupted the market for PDI probably. So that's why they introduced the Raven line, right? I felt at that point the quality has gone downhill. So moving forward, my friend says, hey, check out Vinci Custom. You guys say check out Lambda. I go to Lambda, okay? And oh my God, the website, all three websites are just horrible, okay? They're just horrible. I go to Lambda and I'm looking around, and the funny thing is I'm talking to my friend at the time, and I'm like, man, I can't figure out how to get a custom inner barrel. I can't figure it out. What's going on? And he says check out Vinci. So I go to Vinci. And where's Vinci? Okay, right here. And it's WordPress, by the guys. It's just they're stuck in the Stone Age, okay? I go to Vinci and I'm having the same problem. I was like, you know what the hell? I'm gonna send an email. Lo and behold, this freaking Tomo response. He's handling the emails. I don't know if he's handling emails now, but we have a nice talk, and I told him, hey, oh, man, we're a fan of you. I've been buying your products forever. And I'm going to hide it because I don't know, if I can, read, show the email. I don't know. It looks like a business email, but let me read it. Okay. You can mention that I was the former owner of PDI, that I later founded Lambda, and in pursuit of creating better products, I eventually established Da Vinci Custom. You can also talk about how the members of Da Vinci Custom are the same team who worked with me at PDI to develop various parts for AEGs, APS, VSR, and inner barrels. Okay, now you guys know me. I'm always telling you to take a grain of salt. Do I take a grain of salt? Of course I do, but at the same time, I feel like I'm in the presence of a legendary dude, okay? I've been buying these products since, God, forever. Guys, this inner barrel is this inner barrel is from that sucker, from Project Infinity. I'm testing out a different setup in there. I'm testing out the TTI. I think the TTI setup. That's what I'm testing out there right now. Okay, we'll check that later. But this is the Halcyon. Okay, I sold so many of these suckers and the 304s, so many of them. So to me, it's like, okay, cool. It's got a guy that's reputable. I know him, not know him, but I know his products. Now I do question. Okay, well, what happened here? PDI to Lambda to Da Vinci. What happened? I'm a little confused. But you know what? I pushed that to the side, and I'm like, okay, if it's Tomo and his team that created the beautiful product I loved. Okay, well, let's check this out then. So we end up ordering 2, 4, 6 barrels. Okay, let me tell you the timeline. Okay, now you can see the timeline is a little different, but not different, but back then. So September 1st, I order it. Okay, he said, hey, give me a week. September 5th, they finish it. Funny thing is, only one of them was stock. The rest are all custom. And they're all reasonable prices, okay? The 97, so look, September 5th is done. It gets to me September 12th. Shipping is $38, right? So we order 6 inner barrels. The 97 is about $27. Remember, guys, you have to go from yen to USD, so it might be a little bit more depending on when you guys get it. 27 for 97. The funny thing is I thought this was standard, so when I typed in 113, I'm thinking, oh, high kappa, but it ends up being that was, they sell the high kappa, it's a 112.5, so 27, 30, and then the 6 inches were 47, and the stainless steel pipe was 177.8, is 62. So you can get custom length inner barrels. You can do that, and that's like, to me, that's great. The shipping, not bad. This got to be fast. This got to me in what, 11 days for 6 inner barrels and reasonable prices. I thought they're very reasonable. Okay, look at these beasts. Now, one thing that's very interesting about them, and I've been testing out, is they have a 5mm taper for the crown. This is an insanely long crown, and I want to poke his brain a little bit more if he responds, but I don't want to annoy him too much. But I want to show you guys. Okay, they all have the markings on them, kind of like old school PDI. I think it's like a probably 0.1mm laser on here. You can actually feel it with your fingers. Okay, this is a 6-inch 605 that's going to go into the EX01, the new one I'm going to build, the silver one. Okay, and this sucker has this is 113. Okay, 113. The FPS on it, you guys saw the EX01. I think that one you saw on camera how strong that sucker is. So these suckers are, if you want to increase your FPS, it's a no-brainer. You're going to get FPS increase from this sucker. What is it in here? Sorry, I got distracted. But I know shooting it can't do anything for you guys, but you're going to have to just take my word for it. It feels like old school, and I really like it so far. The next thing I'm going to do once we get the EXO1. We're going to test this, okay, to 97. I think I'm going to put into the super line. Okay, so I want to introduce it to you guys. For anyone that knows PDI's history and you love PDI inner barrels, to me this is already a nice thing that you can get custom inner barrels to the length you need. Now they do have a cheaper option, the plated barrels, but I'm going to be honest, guys. When it comes to inner barrels, if it's like, you know, I don't have to stop saying PDI, but I grew up with PDI, and I'd always say, okay, if you want high quality, you're gonna go with PDI. Okay, if you want cheaper, go get, you know, Maple Leaf, or, you know, other inner barrels, TNT or other stuff. I'd always say that. I would never buy the Raven inner barrel from PDI at that time. I would always get the Palsonite or the stainless steel, and most people understood that. Like, there's going to be two camps of people. Hey, you like high quality, or hey, you know what, the power barrel works well, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. It works just as good. And this is why, to me, this is a field that's so contested. People are going to say, oh, that's shit, or that's great, you know, and then they're going to say, oh, this combination, shit, guys. Just get what you want at the end of the day. The only thing I can tell you guys is that I like this, and I like that the custom inner barrels was fast. Okay, it was fast and accessible. I think that's what I'm more excited about, is how straightforward this was. We had these. Remember this is custom 152.4 for the EXO1. You can't get that anywhere. You have to custom order, and that's $47 to get something right to the edge what I want. That's a huge win for me, and for any custom build. So September 1st, December 12th, and it was easy. I'm done. You know what I mean? And I don't think I was treated any different. He doesn't know who I am. I'm a nobody. I just couldn't figure out how to do custom order on the website. I sent an email saying, hey, can I get, you know, 97, 113, 152, and 1778? And someone responded, and it just ended up to be Tomo. So it's, to me, I'm excited. And so, look, this is, I don't know if we'll do more videos on it, but you guys, what's going to happen is you'll see it in the background. I'll say, hey, I'm using this. And that's the same thing with these guys. I've been testing this out for quite some time, actually. And I'm really digging it. I like it a lot. It's interesting. It's a huge patch. Okay, I mean, there's so much contact on it, it's insane. And I've been testing out 6th degree primarily, and I've been testing out the silicone ones, because silicone didn't really exist back in the day for me. So I just wanted to talk to you guys and show you the Vinci Custom. This is probably going to be my new go-to, and I think they're all reasonable prices. $27 for this, okay, for a stainless steel 304 SUS 304 inner barrel. This is the 601. So for the for the SUS 304, they have this in 601, and they have this in 605. Okay. Now, if you want a 603, they have that in the plated barrel. That's the other line of barrels. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be touching those. I'm only touching their high quality stuff. And, you know, the funny thing is, like, I still think this is very reasonable. Okay. I mean, this is where the Palestine line was expensive though back in the day. Okay, this is where I was selling these suckers for $50. Okay, that's a lot more, but you know, also shipping too. So I guess you would divide 6 barrels by the $38, right? And you tag on a couple bucks to each one. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But this is just an introduction to Da Vinci Custom. Okay, it's got a lot of history behind it. I think that's what's amazing. And I was like, oh shit, it's him, because we were talking about it. Funny thing is I had other friends that were saying, hey, this company in Japan, Lambda, it's like there's rumors that it's PDI, and that's the funny thing is it ends up being partially true. He went from PDI to Lambda to Da Vinci. I gotta be honest, I'm curious about what happened. That's a lot of moving, but I've been gone for 5 years. Okay. So don't be alarmed by the website. I know the website is jank 101, but go through with it. If you want custom inner barrels, I'd probably just ask I still don't actually know where you get a custom inner barrel. I even made an account, guys. I literally made an account trying to figure it out, and I just couldn't figure it out. Okay, but right now they're mostly inner barrels. I don't know how new they are. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, they have a lot of inner barrels, a lot of history behind it. If it really is the team from PDI, the original team, and when I told him, hey, I'm a big fan, I sent him a picture of this. I sent him a picture of this. I was like, hey, I'm a huge fan. And he's like, oh, you like that? Good, you're gonna like our product. I was like, okay, let me test it, let me play it around. I've shot it enough now to get an idea, and so far it's very, I like it so far, and the crown is very interesting. I'm gonna ask him about, hey, you know, why the crown? And there's just, guys, there's so, oh, I remember back in the day, there's people would be fighting left and right. This is when I was part of the sniper forum back in like high school. They were talking about how the crowns, and there was a TK Twist made it was an actual, you know, like an actual inner barrel with the rifling in it. It had the twist in there. There was a barrel that had a line underneath. At one point, wide barrels were a thing, like 610, and they were saying, oh, the air cushion, and they were, you know, you could go on and on. Okay, well, gas guns have too much. They have an excess of gas. They're pushing around the BB, so certain inner barrels are not good for it. And it's just, oh, you get a headache by the time you're reading all this shit and researching and trying to understand aerodynamics and all this shit. Okay, you need to have a degree in that stuff, and I think it's a lot of just keyboard warriors, to be honest. You know, but so all I can offer you guys is just my years of experience and test shooting it lately and playing around with it. The quality is nice on here, no burrs. Okay, you can see in 2023, I guess they said that they changed their even more beautiful, removed all burrs. Okay. You can see they got all the information. I like this. I like seeing information. And it's stuff that you guys can look up. It's all right here. Will be applied from 2024 production batch onwards. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Let me open up one of the 7 inches for you. So this is a 605 for you guys. Let me show you. Once again, guys, not a common video I do. Okay, this is stuff I do behind the scenes. I do all the testing. I do all the measuring. This channel, I'm not going to change that. This is rare that I do this kind of stuff. But I was like, you know what? I'm excited. This is old school. I feel like this is part of a nostalgia for me again, because it's cool to see that the same guy I grew up with is at a, you know, made his own new company. Okay, but look at this beauty. Okay, this guy is going to be killing people. You know, this is over 400 FPS, hands down. Okay, even at a 605, you're going to be killing people. Okay, the 601, oh my god. You know what we could do? We could put this. We could put this. We could put this in the. It's too long for that. I wonder if we can put it. Okay. Aw, damn, guys, we could get a. See, this is where I think this is awesome. Is where's the bucket? Bucking is. It's like right here. Nah, it's sticking out. Damn, it's sticking out. It's like, this is probably like 160. This is probably, oh my god, this is a shit ton of FPS. Okay. Alright, let me put that down. So if you guys have any questions, I hear someone's trying to call someone. I can hear one of the phones, but my dad's taking a nap right now. Okay, so Da Vinci Custom, guys, give it a look. Honestly, the prices are fair. Okay, custom. If you want to get custom, okay, go ahead and get custom. But if you don't, they have stock inner barrels all ready to go. Okay, so that just is probably inventory based on the inventory. Okay, you go here, you go to GVB inner barrel. You come down here. and then you just choose. Let's say you guys are running 4.3s. Okay, add to cart and then get out of here. You know what I mean? Or if you want, remember you can use. I'd just say use the 97, guys. That's what I've used. Okay, 97 is more than enough for 4.3. And if you're running a like a thread adapter, you guys can go to right here. You can go over here. So, okay, Da Vinci Custom. I won't do. I don't know if I'll do another video, but you're gonna see them now. I'm pretty positive, guys. I'm gonna test them for like another month, but I'm already on like the really positive side, experience-wise, shooting them. That's the 113. It's custom. It's not a one. I messed up on that. I should have just checked the website. This is probably going to super line. Well, I don't know if I'll go into super line because that's full auto. It doesn't really need accuracy. Okay. So that means we're down to this is the EX01 super line. We got that's the speed build, and the 7-inch ones we gotta figure out. We gotta figure out something for that. What I could do is just make a custom front to cover on AAP. I could do that actually. But if you guys want FPS tests or anything, let me know. I'll do another video if there's enough of you that ask about it. But I just, once again, guys, this is not a common video for me because this is more behind the scenes testing. I've been testing this sucker out for quite some time. All right, and I'm really digging it. And I love Maple Leaf. To me, Maple Leaf are my favorite buckings. The Decepticon, Autobots, I love those two. Different uses, right? It's a preference thing. I don't think one's better than the other. It's about what's your build, what's your inner bill, what's your gas source. You know what I mean? When you start breaking it down, that's why these are just, people are gonna, it's just stupid. All right, shut up. Just choose one, right? Get out of here. All right, Da Vinci Custom. They got me hooked. Easy process. I think really affordable for custom inner bills. I love HDI, guys, but those are brass, and the shipping is locked in at $50. It's locked in at $50, and you can only fit like I think like 3 or 4 or 5. It's like, so the funny thing is these guys are actually cheaper than HDI, and this. It's steel versus brass, so I would take the steel one. This I don't know if this doesn't prove to you guys that this lasts. You can look at the bucking. All right, this thing is discolored, dirty, but still alive. And this is PDI. This is what he was a part of. All right, that goes to me. I don't know anything more of a testament to buy once, cry once. I don't know a better testament than that, guys. This is probably one of the oldest Palestine barrels in California or America, probably. I feel like I was probably the first people buying this shit in America. I was on that website. I'm like, this is a weird website. What do we do? All right. I'll see you guys around. Take it easy.